We are on pace for 20 million this month.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed at Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport.
It's not about the first purchase, it's about the second, the third, and everything that comes after.
Everyone is openly talking about pushing volume, creative output. The more you do, the better. We basically scraped that and we said,
Touchdown in China, guys. So for the ones who've seen it, we've been scaling crazy hard. So we launched a new brand 6-7 months ago. Of course, there's been a bit of R&D prior to this. So we've done a lot of product testing, iterations, and now product to market going extremely hard, where we really focus on huge TAM, great use case angle, and then of course great storytelling, which I've always been saying. Explain this on the mastermind event as well, where I said make sure you have a proper solid back end before you focus fully on creative. So luckily we have that, but still at these numbers, 158,000 orders in the last 30 days. And if you want to break it down per day to get a number on it, 5.3K orders every single day. And then imagine people take 2 or 3 or 4 items. That will already bring us up to 500,000 units a month. Of course, we need to meet the factory. Like, we have to have a conversation because this is going crazy. Luckily, of course, we ship straight from China. So next to your manufacturer fulfillment, which helps, of course. If we would have to also calculate with the lead times, 2-3 months getting it locally, of course, not possible. So this allows us to move really fast, staying lean. And also, like, we have such a clean, lean OPEX, minimum headcount, only focused on creatives, great partners that make it happen as well.
Yeah, so we switched suppliers. We are looking for better product, improving, iterating, finding suppliers that can match the quality we want to push. So we have been through many suppliers and we found him really top notch, working with the source, no middlemen. We can make stuff happen, right? So also, for example, now he has to fill up like line D, line C, and line B. If you work with a trading agent, they won't do that for you, right? So with working without the middleman, they can just like put you in front, prioritize you, get better quality, make a better product, and just understand a lot. And I think, yeah, that's also what's happening right here. And yeah, we just like worked 3 months with him, and now he's filling 500,000 a month.
So guys, we just signed a new deal, and once we've passed the 5 million items, he will put our brand on the factory.
This year you can sell 5 million pieces.
Yes.
We can put your brand name on our building,
Yes.
or we can print your photo on our building.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm posting a bit more on X recently, so I'm just I'm just scrolling through to X. But actually, what I was just looking at was everyone is going crazy over Claude design, right? So Claude just shipped a new update. I don't know how they're doing it, but their team is going actually crazy. So yeah, like look. And if you want to see what how Figma is responding to this, so yeah, I'm like 60K down or so. I bought it on 50. It's now 18, so 64. My friend Bart gave me this tip. So if Bart is watching this, brother, I appreciate it. But no, at the same time, Bart also gave me another tip. So I don't want to put him down bad because I'm up, but you're good, you're good. So I was always like a huge fan of just buying everything that I'm using myself, right? So of course, like Figma is one of those things, Meta is one of those things, Shopify, Klaviyo, like I've bought a lot of stocks of them. Figma is one of those cases that I deep inside should have had seen coming, honestly, because I just saw it coming down more and more and more. Obviously AI, where like design is getting easier, stuff, the software tools are being built left and right. So yeah, software is having a really hard time. But at one point, I think it's gonna climb back a little bit because obviously you can build it yourself, but people are not paying only for like, oh, it's possible. It's also for the convenience, the expertise. So that's of course one of the things that I see happening. But yeah, like Claude design, like honestly, 4.7 is what they just have shipped, but it's not just only the design, like product research, competitive analysis, competitive pricing, understanding how your prices are in the market, listicle reviews, landing pages, all of those things can scrape them instantly, see where people like really wide. So what I also really like to do is create, for example, a research overview where you, let's say, list this product and find on deep internet, deep search, every single thing that people like about the product and dislike about the product. You can get crazy results coming from this. For example, you will see immediately where the bad reviews are about and also the positive ones, and then see what's missing in your product, or if you can also see that in yours. So we're going to go into funny times. I think the teams are getting leaner, more efficient. Yeah, I said it this morning as well when we were recording, right? Like how fast we are moving with on the back of AI. So yeah, we are definitely not missing the AI boat. We are surfing it we are riding the wave, yeah, for sure. So we're going to meet with our factory. It's going to bring some samples, going to review them. I'm going to give some feedback. So actually, I was just talking about Claude. That's literally how I prepared this meeting. I said, I want you to list all, like the products that he brings samples. It's actually funny, I can pull it up. What I did, I made an overview, what makes our ICP buy and also repurpose, and what drives negative reviews and refunds and churn, right? So I've looked on all the competitors, almost like the biggest one, Amazon reviews, their own reviews, what they're saying online, blog posts, everything possible that you can find on the internet. And I just made a heat map on love and hate. So I'm going to show them this and say, listen, my friend, this is what we need. Can you do it?
Not bad at all.
This is your office?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
if you guys
then
smoke
if,
at all, you guys been to factories by now, right? Everybody tries to offer you smoke.
Yeah, by now, if you followed along in the channel, you must know it's not about the first purchase, it's about the second, the third, and everything that comes after. So customer lifetime value, things as this, getting a great customer experience, higher perceived value, making people come back, obviously is very important. Packaging is a fundamental of it. So great fulfillment, good packaging, great customer experience. That's where it starts, and then where you scale is the creative engine. So yeah, packaging definitely. Maybe Jonathan can tell us more about it. He's the man of the packaging himself.
This is why injection mold is so expensive. Every one of these is one mold,
Yeah.
right? And that makes those units. And this takes literally 30 to 40 days to open. Because it's literally like we don't make the mold ourselves. Another factory does it. But each one of these are individual mold components, right? It might be 3 components. That means 3 molds. Every component is a separate mold.
Yeah. I remember from here.
Yeah.
Because we have to custom mold for the earplug.
Yes, I remember. You guys have the new.
patented
Yeah. With the inbox, it would look very nice. I think Nick showed me that.
Yeah, like here's you guys did a crazy job. You probably get a lot of inbounds from Here's books, right?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people tell me they really love Pierce boxes, and I was like, that's great. We're just not gonna copy them. We had Spot Minders, Carl came recently, and he's one of your mentees, right?
Yes.
And he's doing quite well. I think.
Yeah,
he's
doing
doing
great. I pushed him to you.
Yeah.
Because it's such an easy 1-2 for me to make. I'm consulting them on becoming a brand. First thing I'm fucking telling them, get your packaging sorted.
Okay. My name's Skepta, also known as HAY, cause if I got P's, I'm happy. These MCs are happy with a G, but I'm gonna keep building up B. Till the government have to put a bullet in my boy, better NOT. When are these niggas gonna see? These MCs ain't the same as me. I had a crime hit in 2003.
This is actually a really sick work spot. Yeah, we're gonna do some proper meetings from there. Yeah, so no, this city is really cool, man. It's really cool. I also we were speaking with the factory yesterday, and they were saying Guangzhou is sort of like 5 cities within one, basically like New York. So big it is. Even yesterday we had a meeting with Paking Duck, and they're in Guangzhou, but it was 1.5 hour drive, really far away. So it was a really good meeting though. It was really nice. So yeah, one more day here in Guangzhou, then tomorrow we fly to Hong Kong. Actually, we take the train.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick,
Yeah.
right?
We take the train. So tomorrow morning we take the train. I'm meeting up with Monish, founder of Elevator Group. They also have a brand holding. I'm gonna do a sit down with him. I'm gonna jump on his podcast. I'm gonna talk about running multiple brands, what's important, all of these things. Also his brand is Fluffco. He's doing crazy numbers as well, on retail, Amazon, all of those things. So omni-channel presence, guys. I've been saying it for a long time. For the longest time, have always been pushing meta, but now we see a lot of spend going into other channels. We spend crazy amount on YouTube ads now as well. Google, of course, which is YouTube, AppLovin, Amazon,
So yeah, we're really scaling on multiple fronts now. TikTok ads is still not our thing. It has never been, still not, but we are opening TikTok shop now as we're seeing promising stuff happening there. So omnichannel is the way. Of course, we are here in China to solve the back end, but the fun part is scale the front end because that's where our expertise is. But yeah, maybe we're gonna crack some work in this sick work spot in here. So yesterday a little less than 700k, saying it with a little bit of disappointment. It's also funny how fast it goes, you know, because we were pacing and we were happy with like 500k as like the first milestone, and then 700, and then you hit 800k. So yeah, our record right now for the brand is 840. So our next big one is going to be 1 million. Also, actually, it's going to be our first 8-figure revenue month. So that's of course also why we are here in China. Things are going really well. I feel like it's a byproduct of everything that's been formulating over the past years. We've been really focusing on just getting the systems, getting the teams lined up, also knowing what's really important. And now I would say it's just a really big opportunity that with AI, we can just do much faster and better what we've always already been doing. But now since we have so much extra force and creativity and output by implementing everything we've done over the past years, but all of those learnings, all of these trainings, just feeding it into our models, that allows us to scale so extremely, so aggressively, because of course AI is smart, but you do need to give him the handouts, right? And we have been building this over years, and also of course I know some stuff about performance marketing as well. I've been chatting with Claude for so long, just trying to build like the craziest blueprint ever, and which then we can repurpose in creative strategist playbooks that we can use to create briefs, but also just in general creating content. I'm not a fan yet of like fully automating everything with AI. Still need definitely human sign-offs, human inputs, just that, because that just gives that extra edge. Because I still believe that you do need to stand out. You cannot just like shoot 1,000 videos and then thinking, oh, I do so much volume, we are gonna scale. No, the intention is extremely important. Rather launch 10 really great ads, back and forth prompting, making sure every single shot is perfect, then launch it. Do that with 10 ads. I promise you, you will see much better results than with 1,000 ads. So of course, use AI. We are definitely a prime example of how fast you can go with it, but don't remove or erase the human part of it, because that's where the real magic comes from, by working together with AI, to say it like that. So yeah, we are a very lean team, very smart team, great operators. Extremely happy to have the people in our team. We are pacing on a record level. So yeah, it's going extremely well. So my main takeaway, of course, is like, just make sure you set up the strong back end, have understanding about potential lead times, product quality, because don't get me wrong, we are scaling it just recently, but there's been a huge effort into making sure that the product is good enough that people come back, because the results that we are seeing is not possible if you don't have people that are not coming back. You need retention, you need recurring customers, because the second purchase is the reason why our blended ROAS is so profitable right now. And then on Meta, we can just scale and aggressively to acquire them, because we now have the data over the past 7 months that people are actually coming back. They actually like the product. They have ongoing subscriptions. They come back for the product. Retention is such a big factor of extreme scale, because you can just outpace the bidding. You can bid more for a customer. You can go extreme on marketing. And that's also how you really want to build the valuation. But that's of course really important, that really focus on building a brand, building an asset, building retention, but also of course diversification on products, because we have a few heroes that are getting the customers in, but we also have a lot of products on the back end that we then upsell. Or we really focused on how can we get the biggest lifetime value on the lowest acquisition costs. But yeah, as again, like, we are really doing this for longevity. So I'm also not going to say, oh, I'm so happy we did this month, I made this profit this month. No, we want to build longevity, looking at what other brands are doing. For example, also looking at I'm8, looking at Grunts, like they also do it as well for the retention, people coming back. That's where they build the value. That's how they, like create a real brand. People are like proud to walk around with their I'm8 red bottle, seeing, oh, I'm so healthy and working on myself. Similar to Whoop. People are proud, and they sort of like get status by wearing a bracelet, by looking how they are improving longevity, health, all of these things. And I think that's really inspiring if you can create something like that, that it's not just retention on your product, no, it's retention on your brand. It's retention on what they're buying, why they are buying it, and they actually talk about it to all their friends. I'm now buying IM8 supplements, I'm working on myself, it's working like this word of mouth, just brand community building. I think that's really sick and inspiring, and that's of course also what we try to do when we are building brands. We want to really make people feel a part of something.
The luxury of having passion. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. God damn.
Yeah, so we just arrived in Hong Kong. Pretty sick. Usually I'm always staying at the other side of the harbor, but I've heard this is the #1 hotel in the world, so of course we have to check it out, right?
We getting that money. They shaking colossal. Hummers on hummers, new numbers on numbers, get number on number. Got bills by the bundle.
Great minds think alike, right?
Yeah, guys, can you spot the difference? I just called my brother, and he picks up the phone. I said, "Bro, you just look like me. What the fuck? What are you doing?" Now in Rosewood, Hong Kong, I have a quick lunch with the boys, and then we're jumping on a podcast with Monish. His 2 previous attendees was the founder of IM8 and also Roman Khan, who's also really big in e-commerce. So yeah, really inspiring entrepreneurs coming on. So of course, nice to jump on as well, see where he comes from, bringing some new narratives, and yeah, just curious. Always nice to talk about about the things that we live, right? Tomorrow, hopping by the Ecomflow Office, so it's also nice, of course, catching up with what the boys are cooking over there. They're shipping insane things as well, so doing a quick catch up, and then then that's about it for Hong Kong. Then tomorrow we fly to Shanghai, and from there we fly back to Dubai. Hong Kong town. This is central. I think it should be somewhere here. Oh yeah, it's there. Elevator good. Sick. Actually, that's a crazy office.
Monish on a beat, shebang. All of my ops say that.
The thing I admire most about you from like a business dork perspective is you have literally the best ability, in my opinion, in the game to pick product categories. So I want to hear from you, how do you pick these products? How are you researching? How are you, the margins that you're designing, the size of the product, everything?
Yeah, I think what's really one benefit that also allowed me to do multiple brands is my background was in general dropshipping, but not just the normal how most people know it. What we did is we've been using funnel pages for the longest. We were running like a special theme on Shopify, which allowed us to create sort of like one product stores. So we've been running funnels before I even know what a funnel was.
Yeah.
Right? It was because we just thought, hey, that's the best way to position our product. So the customer would land and would see a dedicated funnel with then 4 sections about the product, where we were basically not necessarily listicles or tutorials, but more of like a glorified product page with explanations on the product, how it works, a little GIF, 7 reasons why you should buy it. We've been doing this for the longest time. Because of that, we've been launching more than 1,000 products, because that was the thing we've done. We went from product to product to product to product, and we learned what categorizes a great product. There is so much free value out there on the internet that your customers are telling you through support tickets, Trustpilot, forums, Amazon reviews, competitor reviews, even like emails. Like there is so much info, and I would feel like it was always already there, but now it's much easier to extract that info and do something with it, turn it into marketing angles, but also product development, product launches. What do people actually need? And then you come back to like the messaging market fit.
So you told me that the last 6-7 months have really been uniquely a big unlock for you.
Yes, definitely.
Is there anything that you've, in the last 6 months, experienced or learned that we haven't touched on that you want to share?
The reason why we scale so hard now as well is because our blended ROAS is being helped by the recurring customers, right?
Okay.
Like we do some really great email campaigns that bring in so much revenue that even on ROAS, we could, like on Meta that day, we could have hit like 1.2, 1.3, still be crazy profitable because there were so many people coming back. I posted 2 days ago on Twitter, like we are entering an era that the top 1% is taking the whole market and 99% is starting to fight for the crumbs because the real operators last and the copycats fight for the crumbs. So Nola is the CTO of Ecomflow. He built over the past year already the crazy backend that we are running very happily on. So he's just showing me everything that
they've been cooking so far Q1 and Q2, and also what's on the rest of the schedule for the year. So yeah, pretty sick. Of course, the goal of the tech is always to create like a crazy competitive advantage and like really feel the difference as a brand owner by still shipping from China. So yeah, he's the brains behind the scenes of making that happen. So he's just showing me everything that we can expect. But yeah, maybe Nolan, you can give a little bit insight. What are we cooking?
Sure. So I was just showing a little bit on the latest updates on Stockflows, which is our own software to really make it AI-driven backend WMS, because the thing is right now, like a lot of brands have to do like a lot of actions manually. So if there's something up, if the inventory is low, or there's something wrong with an order, right now they have to take their actions themselves. But we try to make a solution for that all gets resolved automatically, so that you as brand owner can really just chill out, enjoy your day, and have
focus on scaling, focus on the ads. Yeah, that's the key. And also like post-close, it's really cool because that's fully up and running now to the live, even like also going to public soon. Can you tell us something more about post-close and how that's going now?
Yeah, so what we've currently been working on with post-close is basically a post-purchase flow. So if an order is being placed by a customer of one of our clients, we send out all the events and emails to really inform the customer of our client on where their order is. And it's also like really refined on how we work with China fulfillment, as it requires a little bit of a different workflow, and we try to really, basically bridge that gap with post-flows.
You've been teasing it a bit earlier to me as well, like the plans on stock flows, AI inventory management. It's something that.
Yeah, so the kind of cool thing about Ecomflow is that we have a dashboard where you get insights into your operations. And with Stockflows, we imagine that anything that you can do in the dashboard, you can do it via chat as well. So basically have an agent that interacts with our tech, such that you can get indeed like inventory insights, or basically reorder alerts, so when you need to reorder your stock, or also like opportunities that we can see like, hey, these products have been decreasing volume, but you have like a lot of stock in the warehouse still. What do you want to do with that? So basically give insights based on the data that we have. Which
how many heads do we have now in the team?
Currently 8 on the Ecomflow side, and then a couple on post-flow side as well.
Oh, cool. So 10 plus, that's cool. Curious to see how it's turning out, but so far things are looking already great. Like shipping something every week, not only orders but also for product features.
Yeah, no, it's definitely getting good, especially nowadays with AI as an engineer. It's definitely the skill things have become way bigger.
Nice. So yeah, that's the goal, creating a competitive advantage. So yeah, really cool to see it from close by, man. Well done on everything so far.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
For sure. Like we've been a month in China, but it's only been a week, guys. But we've been productive. 4 cities, 10 meetings, great impact, prices, negotiations, lead times, POs, bro. We've done it all. We've been through the whole thing, even jumped on the podcast. It was a crazy trip. Cannot wait to go back to Dubai.